The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook. Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Blackjack, a Jackalope Folk Warlock.
I'm Connor Shenold. I play Jaska, the Coyote Shifter Ranger.
Hi, I'm Kiri. I play Billy, a possum fighter.
I'm Brooke Bullock. I play Zianzi, a Spiderkin Cleric.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play Twitch Grimfoot, a rat folk necromancer.
I'm Kim Cross, and I play Beatrix, a Tabaxi rogue.
And Aiden Cross as your Dungeon Master. Join us for Tales from the Ironwoods.
I do have a tail.
Oh, you do, and now it is coming to an end. Our party has finally entered the mansion, has gone deeper into the spaceship with the new powers that Pumpkin has gained to allow more resurrection and healing powers to provide for you all. As you had headed deeper, the elevator finally arrived, and to greet you is a humanoid with a squid-like head and a bunch of floating gold orbs. As he had said, "Hello there, what can I do for you all?"
I step forward. I say, well, my name is Blackjack. These are my friends. And we need to have you move this house as you are disturbing this world and return from whence you came.
You're all fools. You opened the passageway out. Now my master can finally be free. Roll initiative. Who got a 20 or higher on initiative?
23.
20.
Ooh.
Good job, Twitch.
15 or higher.
19.
16.
15 exactly.
Zianzi, what'd you get?
10.
So first we'll be starting with Jaska, then over to Twitch, then Blackjack, Beatrix, to Billy, to my monsters, and then to Zianzi. So you're going first, Jaska.
How big is this room?
About 100 feet, circular room. A very plain room, just these white, plain-looking walls, nothing really much of interest really going on. Maybe some arcane glyphs on the walls, but other than that, nothing really that stands out.
But we are facing this guy, and what else?
These flying balls of lights that appear to be moving about. There appears to be about 2 groups of them that have kind of swarmed up.
Can I do just a real quick history check?
Maybe an Arcana or history.
19.
You can assume that these are will-o-wisps.
Yeah, I whisper. Those are will-o-wisps. And we've got to be careful because those will drain your life force from you.
Oh, man, they
Don't
are.
let them touch you.
All right. Jaska will pull out the spell scroll of Conjure Volley. It is a 40-foot cylinder. She will center it right in between them and get all of the enemies.
Sweet.
Perfect.
They need to give me a dexterity saving throw, and because it is a 5th level spell scroll, the DC is 17.
DC is 17, okay. So, the Mind Flayer got an 11, so failure. The Will-O-Wisp got a 22.
Okay, save.
The second Will-O-Wisp, you got a 21.
Okay, the guy at the end will take full damage. The Will-O-Wisp will take half damage.
What type of damage is this?
It will be magical piercing damage. 37 piercing damage.
The arrows fall from the sky. They seem to leave like little trails of snow as they fall from the sky, and the scroll kind of dissolves into snow as well.
Is that 37?
Yes.
The Will-O-Wisps are not looking good.
And Jessica will move into the room and off to the side, getting out of the way of the door. And that's her turn.
So you conjure volley, all these ice arrows hit the balls of light as well as the squid face looking creature. The squid face looking creature does not look the greatest actually. Already, they're all not looking the greatest as you move across the wall. And we're gonna move on to Johnny Payne as Twitch.
Twitch is going to run up here, swirling his hands around. I've lived in darkness long enough, but it's still going to serve me. And smoke and dark swirls at the feet of the tentacly faced individual, and uprises a shadow spawn right in front of it. And that is Twitch's turn, and the shadow spawn's turn. He is going to Chilling Rend, 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
16 points of cold damage, and then it is going to sort of whoosh into the shadows behind it. Turn.
So as you step behind Blackjack and summon this shadowy figure in front of the Mind Flayer, and it touches out and reaches as the Mind Flayer feels colder, almost tired-like, as it is not looking good. This is already not looking great for them. Blackjack.
I'm going to move Vin Weasel to the Will-O-Wisp on the right to give me the help action. And whilst he is moving, I'm going to bonus action move my Hex up to that Will-O-Wisp. And he will have disadvantage on Dex checks.
All right.
And I will shoot out an Eldritch Blast. 15.
That'll miss.
That's what I thought. And a 2.
So as you fire both your Eldritch Blast, they both fly right past the Will-O-Wisps as they just gently dodge out of the way of both of them. Anything else?
Sorry, guys. I tried. Past 10.
Beatrix.
I know we didn't say it, but can we say that Billy was on Beatrix's shoulder?
Yes, we
Okay.
can. Beatrix, all of a sudden, this possum jumps up on your shoulder, and all of a sudden it's on your shoulder.
We're fighting pals.
Okay, so are you assuming that we're running out of the elevator at this point?
Yeah. Well, just because I know Blackjack would not run into danger, but I know you will, so.
That's right.
All right then. Change of plan. Beatrix will exit the elevator and move in about 30 feet. Take a shot at the Mind Flayer down there.
You get sneak attack because there's a shadow spawn there. If you hit,
All right. That's only an 11.
that'll miss as your short bow just flies right past the Mind Flayer and it chuckles a little bit. Anything else?
Okay, well, sadly, that's all that this one can do.
Billy, your turn.
Let me ask you this, Aiden.
Yep.
Are the Will-O-Wisps floating?
They're floating probably about 10 feet, 15 feet up in the air.
Excellent. Super not great. That is fine. I'm going to try to shoot. So, Beatrix, do we go after the spooky bloopy guy or do we go after these little glowy dudes?
I mean, whichever you're feeling at the moment.
Well, I'm gonna go for the glowy dude. And I'm gonna try to shoot the Will-O-Wisp closest to us with my crossbow. And I'm gonna try to shoot him twice, but before I do, I'm going to say, Mudman, go up to that guy and scare him. So I'm gonna send Mudman over to the guy that I'm shooting at. I would like to. Mudman is going to go and maybe do some heavy metal screamo music or something.
Okay.
And do his mud breath action.
He has that metal bad stink breath and spits it out.
So it's a dex saving throw, DC 11. It's a low save.
21.
Okay, so he's saved. But Mudman looks really cool.
As he
And so
does.
now I'm gonna try to shoot him. It's an at one.
Oh no.
Are you trying to shoot twice with your crossbow?
Well,
You can only shoot once.
Yep.
doesn't matter.
You roll 2 natural ones.
The second one's a 3.
Oh, okay. So you try to hit the
dice
Will-O-Wisp
knew.
with your crossbow, and you try to fire twice. You're like, oh, I can't do that.
I can't do that.
As Mudman tries to use his breath to do things, but appears to dodge out of the way. As is the creature's turn.
I have to say, that wasn't a very good first round for some of us.
Not doing very
Oh,
good.
are we going now? Sorry, hold on. Move out of the way. Get out the
Some of
elevator.
us did very well,
Move to the left.
Well, Twitch put a little stupor in my plan.
as the wizard is wont to do.
Yeah.
Mr. Twitch, actually, make me a wisdom saving throw.
You can do it. You are wise.
As the Mind Flayer starts saying things and casting a spell.
21.
So as he appears to speak in your mind and say, listen to me, let me take control, and you just say,
No.
as that is his turn, the Will-O-Wisp, one of them will move up on Beatrix and Billy, while the other is on Ben Weasel. So the two of them will actually both move up to Beatrix and Billy. We'll go with one attack coming at Beatrix and one attack coming at Billy. So first, the one at Beatrix. Beatrix, that'll only be a 16 to hit.
Hits.
All right, that'll be 9 points of lightning damage as it reaches up and shocks you.
Uncanny dodge.
So 4 points of lightning damage, and the one at Billy,
Yep.
natural 20,
Ooh.
It's okay.
as it reaches up and shocks you for 18 points of lightning damage. So the Mind Flayer did its turn, so Ziansi, your turn.
Zanzi will step out about 15 feet from the elevator and pull the short bow and shoot at the Mind Flayer with a natural 19.
That'll hit.
That's 4 points of damage with the short bow. And then she asks bonus action for a blessing and some help from Grandma Spider. And about 60 feet away, right next to the Mind Flayer, we see these silvery threads start to form into a whip that spiritual weapon
Yeah.
attacks the Mind Flayer with another natural 19.
Nice, that'll hit.
Woo! So that is gonna be a D8. That's only 6 points of damage from
It's not looking the
the
greatest.
bonus action spiritual weapon.
Moving on to Jaska. The Mind Flayer and the Will-O-Wisp are not looking good.
I'm gonna try and take out the bigger target first. Bonus action, Hunter's Mark, and she will try to shoot using her sharpshooter. First one's gonna miss. The second attack, 16 to
The
hit.
Mind Flayer?
Uh-huh.
That'll hit.
21 points of
How do you
piercing
want to kill
damage.
How do you want to kill it?
Jaska draws back her bow, aims steady for what looks to be the chest area, and releases her arrow. And then she will use her movement to get right up by the Will-O-Wisps, try and get them distracted off of Billy and Beatrix. And that's it.
Twitch.
Twitch is going to... Excellent, Jaska! I'll handle these! Puts his hands on the side of his head as he mind whips the two wisps, casting it at level 3 so I get an extra target within 30 feet. So, intelligence save.
Yeah, surely they're not very smart.
9. The
Okay.
first one. Or the second one will be a 16.
The first one takes 8, and the second one takes half.
How do you want to kill both of them?
Yeah!
One of them will just start shaking, and the other one just slaps into it, and they just to the ground.
The Mind Flayer looks at all of you and says, "You won't defeat him." All of the enemies are defeated. What do you guys want to do?
Guess we gotta go to the main bad guy, but let's loot that
Is there
elephant.
anything in there? Yeah.
Yeah, loot the bodies.
I'm gonna cut one of its tentacles off and then stick it on the back of Ziansi. Pat it on the back.
Ah, thanks!
He's got a tail.
No loot on the bodies now.
Oh.
Is that
Anything
at-
else in the room?
At the very end, is that another
Door.
Door. Okay. I think we just keep going forward.
You said that there was possibly some writing on the walls.
Some like arcane sigils, yeah.
Let me ask you this, Blackjack. You know many magic things. Do these sigils on the wall look like maybe they are some kind of alert for the big boss guy?
Or does it seem like they're trapping him here?
I just wanted to know. I guess we don't
That
really
we were
get
gonna
this.
be
We still
safe.
don't know.
If we, well, more so, I didn't. If we're gonna hang out for an hour, I didn't want to give him an hour to like
Right.
prep.
Right.
Well, I think he knows we're here. So maybe we just take an hour ourselves to get ready for this thing. This might be a final battle sort of
Like an
thing.
arcade recovery and basically get all that back.
Let's just take a moment to
I
recoup.
didn't use anything.
You guys, you two have been hurt.
I did get hurt a little.
I did. I mean, I didn't get hurt
taken
much, but
anything that would really need me to like do a short rest, so I'll be on guard.
As our group sits down, rests, a cackling voice almost sounds from the other room, preparing for what is to come.
Greetings and salutations, my friends. I'm Michael Cross. So great to have a moment to talk with you during this mid-show break. First off, I want to invite you all to join us as Patreon members. The money we raise helps us pay for things like the music and sound effects you hear on the show, as well as money to go to events and make new fans. When you become a Patreon member, you get our episodes 4 days early, bonus content, access to our Discord server, and full versions of our roundtable discussions. You'll be joining other fans like Scott Wise, Don Mills, Heath Mormon, and the Lady Kate. So join us right now at patreon.com/RedDirtDnD. Another way to support us is by getting your very own Red Dirt merchandise. You can find things like hats, hoodies, mugs, and t-shirts. Just click on the merch tab at reddirtdnd.com or reddirtrpg.com. Since 2020, the Red Dirt D&D podcast has been close to another Oklahoma actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast, D20 to Curtain. And me personally, I've had a chance to work on stage with some of the actors on the show. So when you get done with this episode, you should check them out.
Hello, fellow D&Ders. My name is Jerome.
I'm Jennifer. I'm Jody.
And together with our friends Kara, Timothy, and Jared, we are the cast of the D20 to Curtain podcast, where Oklahoma theater geeks and their friends hit record and explore our new addiction to Dungeons & Dragons.
We think D&D is more than just a game. It helps us tap into the enduring power of storytelling.
We combine live gameplay with behind-the-curtain episodes to share our experiences, insights, habits, discoveries, and passion for D&D with anyone who will listen.
We hope D20 to Curtain will make you laugh, cry, maybe even make your experience at your table even more satisfying. Check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts or visit us at d20tocurtain.com or at D20 to Curtain on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We look forward to having you. All we ask is that you have fun, be kind, and play the role.
If you're looking for more content, make sure to check out our YouTube page with Mysteries of Beatrix live every Wednesday. Keys from the Golden Vault from the Red Dirt Outlaws dropping every Tuesday at noon, and Plausible Deniability every other Thursday at 7 p.m. So come check it out at youtube.com/@RedDirtRPG or search for Red Dirt RPG on YouTube. And we would love to hear from you. Find us on social media at Red Dirt RPG. You can also get in touch with us through our website at reddirtrpg.com. In the meantime, make sure and subscribe to this podcast and leave a comment on your favorite podcatcher so others can find us. All right, I think that's everything I need to tell you. Right now, let's head back to Red Dirt D&D.
Our party has rested, and I've prepped for the next and what they think might be their final encounter in the Ironwoods before heading into the Feywild. They know that a creature known as Xantriox, some sort of multi-eyed creature that had slain the Eladrin that had protected this place, is their final challenge to saving the Ironwoods and for some to go back home. What would you guys like to do?
I say we open the door and meet our fate.
Yeah, no point in delaying it any further.
These arcane symbols they're not alarms or anything, right?
We don't know.
Beatrix, can you check the door?
Yes, I can. Oh, dear. No, I cannot. 11?
Does not appear to be trapped.
Well, doesn't mean it's not.
All right, let's open the door.
The door slides open actually as you get close to it, and the shadow fills the room. I need everyone to roll initiative. We got a 20 or higher.
21.
15 or higher?
Modified 19.
10 or higher?
Oh,
11.
I wasn't listening, I'm sorry. I got a 17.
Beatrix, what'd you get?
6.
I got 6.
I got a +4.
She wins.
Jaska, as it comes around to your turn, you hear a voice inside your head speak and say, I could give you all you want. And all of a sudden you see in front of you Gideon. I can bring him back. Just trust me.
I'm good.
Really? Nothing? You would rather leave behind what you've strived for in exchange for these people you've only known for so long?
Seems like it.
Fine then. You shall die. The shadow fades as all of a sudden before you, you see in the center of the room this creature with these eyes staring at you, protruding from one central body with one central eye and a gaping, large mouth that appears to be smiling. What would you like to do?
Is that the only creature I see in the room?
You also see a bunch of will-o-wisps also moving throughout the room and forming about 4 groups of will-o-wisps.
Might as well just try this. Jaska will cast Fairy Fire on the big guy in the middle of the room.
As you attempt to cast that, it's almost like its central eye glows for a second. And as you try to cast it, it does not do anything. It does use the spell slot and the action, though.
Okay.
As it almost dispels it.
Dispels or counterspell?
It's almost like it didn't even happen.
Okay.
Almost anti-magic.
Jaska will move into the room, and as she sees all that's in there, she will use the rest of her movement to get 30 feet off to the side, and she will, as a bonus action, use the Writhing Tide. Her tumbleweeds swarm around her, lifting her up in the air, and she goes an additional 10 feet off to the side. And that's the end of my turn.
All right, lair action. All of a sudden, an area around in front of the main entrance that you guys have come from becomes very slimy, and almost like this goo is just forming around there, making that area difficult terrain.
Just to let you know, since Jaska is hovering, this does not affect her movement.
And to describe the room, because I did not, it appears to be very similar to the previous chamber, except for the arcane sigils on the walls appear to be a little bit different. So you see basically arcane sigils on the wall, look a little bit different than the previous room, as the slime once again covers the ground right in front of everyone. And Ziansi, you hear the voice say, "I could get you back to the Feywild if you'll just join me."
Oh, we got a plan for that, but thanks.
Really?
Yeah.
Fine, then you shall die. And once again, the room clears. And what you see appears to be the slime in front of you, and the arcane sigils look Feywild-like. So, it is your turn.
All right. Zionsi says a prayer to Grandmother Spider.
Grandma Spider, we could really use your blessing of purity.
And casts Aura of Purity, which in a 30-foot radius around Zionsi gives everyone a purifying energy where they cannot be diseased, they have resistance to poison damage, and will have advantage on saving throws against blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, and stunned conditions as long as you stay within 30 feet of Zionsi. And Zionsi just has to keep concentration.
I'm so sorry to tell you this, but it does not get cast, as you realize that there is a field of anti-magic stopping you from casting that. It is a cone from its eyeball. He is facing straight forward at you. I would say Jaska's almost out of it with the movement. Sorry about that.
No.
Yeah.
Didn't roll any type of knowledge checks beforehand.
Yeah.
Should have done it. In fact, we'll see. What was that? 19 on...
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
You know this thing has a cone of anti-magic with its central eye, which means I will say that you, with that 19, know that its other eye rays that have other magical abilities cannot be cast at people in the central eye.
It's got some type of anti-magic field. We should scatter, or at least not be right in front of it. Move before you do anything magical.
Then Zionsi will go ahead and move...
That is difficult terrain.
...over by Jaska.
As you are trying to get out of its central eye area.
And that used up the slot, even though it didn't work, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Do you still have another slot of that?
Nope.
Oh.
It's a 4th level spell, and I only have 2.
Did you already use the other one?
No, I didn't. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I have 1 left. Woo! Okay, we're safe.
Yay.
Okay. Billy. Once again, this shadow kind of surrounds you, and the voice speaks in your head and says, "I could offer you a chance to see your true family." And you see what appears to be a happy possum family right in front of you.
Yeah, but can they read? I can't either, but I am much closer to reading than they are.
Maybe?
No, they cannot. But you are very far away, and I am very small.
As it kind of gets out of your mind and the shadow just kind of fades and it's like, ugh.
Mudman, you should go to stay around the edge of the room don't let the big scary thing make eye contact with you, because you are magic. I don't know if you would disappear. And maybe look intimidating.
I'd say it doesn't look like it does. I will say it probably doesn't look like Mudman has disappeared.
Good.
He doesn't seem to be affected by this that much.
So, but he can fly. You just put him like right outside of the goopy goop. Yeah. We rolled earlier to see if he got his breath weapon back, and he did not.
Well,
and that's really the only thing he
had a
did.
From
short
last
rest.
combat, he would have got it back because you roll that every round.
Oh yeah, we short rested for a whole hour.
So he should have rolled a 5 or 6.
Yeah, he would have rolled a 5 or 6 sometime.
At some point in time. Okay, well then bring him up to this will-o'-the-wisp over here at the 4 o'clock position, and he's gonna try to mud breath him. So that's a DC 11 dexterity saving throw.
Over 25.
Good try, Mudman. You're doing great. And then I will, I guess, spend all of I can go 2 squares. So bring me 2 squares in because my walking speed's only 20. And this is difficulty range. He scrambles and his feet are all goopy. Oh, wait. I can't attack anyway, so just do a dash action. Yeah! And he gets out of the goop and wipes his feet on the floor to get the goop off his feet.
Blackjack. You find yourself surrounded by this blackness, and you are offered the same deal that Zianzi was. Join me, and I can help you get back to the Feywild.
To get back to the Feywild is one of my most precious dreams. But if I do it, I want to do it on my own. I'm not doing it for you, and I'm not doing it with you. As far as I'm concerned, you are an enemy of us, this world, and all of existence.
Then you shall die like the rest of them. Your vision comes back and you see the scene before you.
All right, I can do a hop. If I hop, then it's not considered the difficult
Correct.
terrain. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Move me 5, 10, 15 feet there. And then my movement, because I can only move 30 feet, so I have 15 feet. So that will get me out. Am I still in the cone?
Nope.
Aha! That was a bonus action to hop. My action is to... Can you move Vin Weasel 30 feet because he's gonna dash.
Charging toward the
There you go.
will-o'-wisps.
Yep. And so we'll just do a couple Eldritch bolts.
At what?
At the red will-o'-wisp.
Okay.
23
23 will hit.
for I didn't remove my hex, so it's just 13 points on that one.
What type of damage is your hex?
Force.
Wait, did you cast hex on it or no?
No, I did not. No. It's just the force damage because I didn't get it.
So 13 force. What was the hex?
Was a 19 to hit.
That'll hit exactly.
Another 13 points of damage.
That red one is gone as the will-o'-wisp gets shot by both bolts and just disappears and fades away.
Pass turn.
Xantriax is going to look at you and see, oh, someone's out of my anti-magic cone, and fires an eye ray at you. All of a sudden, this red ray shoots at you as I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
20, non-natural.
You save, you will take 27 points of necrotic damage.
Woof.
27, so that goes all my temporary hit points.
And it wasn't a melee attack, so no
Exactly.
damage to it.
That's okay. That's temporary hit points.
That was its legendary action. Beatrix, as you are standing there, the shadow surrounds you as well, and you hear a voice inside your head say, I could take you back to your original world before you sneezed and went away.
But then where would the fun be? I'm good where I am.
You're all fools. And you see the vision fade around you as you see the situation beforehand.
Okay, question.
Go for it.
Nobody seems to be attacking the bad guy.
We can't get there.
Can't get to him.
yet.
Most of our range is magic.
But
It's
yours is
just because it's
Yeah.
magic
Yeah.
is the issue.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
Go
just
for
making
it.
sure that I hadn't missed something
No.
along the way. Okay.
My
all
arms
right.
are little.
Your arms are lethal. I know. Okay. All right. Well, then Beatrix is going to stay right where she is for the moment. And bonus action, steady aim.
Giving yourself advantage.
Yes. And I'm going to try to shoot him in the eye. 23 to hit.
That'll hit. You have advantage, so you get sneak attack.
Yes, I do. So that's 28 damage.
You hit him almost right next to his eye, his central eye, and you see him go, you're dead, little Tabaxi. Anything else?
No.
He's gonna look at Billy, and Billy, you are outside the anti-magic field, so Irate coming. As I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is a 10.
You are beginning to turn to stone.
Oh no.
My feet are very heavy.
So you are now restrained. All right, yeah, so that happens. Twitch, the darkness surrounds you as well and says, I can offer you your undead army. You just have to join me.
Undead army. That's the old Twitch.
You're all fools, and I thought you would have been the one to listen to me. But now I see you're all fools and you're all going to die. Still your turn.
See this! And I raise my crossbow. 11.
11, that will miss. As you appear to shoot it, and he just kind of laughs a little bit.
I throw the crossbow on the ground and 5, 10 towards him as much as I can in this goo. Out of character, remind me, I blinked on what the first room was like. What's the ground like here? Is it a metal floor? Is it earth?
It is metal floor.
Okay, then I can't use my earth melt. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
right in front of you is the slimy grossness in front of you, but yeah.
And then that's my turn.
It is all of the baggies' turns. Let's go with the Will-O-Wisp on Mudman is going to attack Mudman.
How dare he! Mudman is very easy to attack.
17 to hit Mudman?
Oh, yeah.
9 points of lightning damage.
Okay, he's fine.
Is he resistant or anything to that? Because he's made out of mud.
Immune to poison.
The other two Will-O-Wisps are one's going to try to move 50 feet as close as it can to Blackjack.
50 feet?
Yeah, 50 feet. And is going to use the rest of its movement to dash up to Blackjack.
Oh, no.
And then the other one is going to do the same thing for Mudman, 50 feet up to Mudman, and is going to shock Mudman for a 22 to hit. For 9 points of lightning damage against Mudman.
It's okay. I live for the pain.
The creature is going to fire one eye ray at Blackjack. As I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, Blackjack.
21.
You feel yourself start to get sleepy as you're hit. You wake back up and realize that there's something more at hand that you need to deal with. One coming at Mudman.
Leave my man alone.
I need him to make me a wisdom saving throw.
He is not wise. He got a 10.
Oh. He's afraid and is frightened for 1 minute. And can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. And then we'll go with one coming at Billy. Billy. Mm-hmm. You're restrained, aren't you?
Yep. Mm-hmm. My feet are rocks.
I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
A 19 and a 14, plus my 3, so that would be 17.
You manage to kind of dodge out of the way of this ray as you take 22 points of force damage as this disintegration ray skims you.
Oh my goodness.
Good.
And,
man, we are not long for this world.
And as Xantriox laughs and this combat continues, that's where we're going to end it.
Red Dirt D&D Tales from the Ironwoods is Aiden Cross as our showrunner and dungeon master, Johnny Payne as Twitch, Kiri Hester as Billy, Connor Shenold as Jaska, Kim Cross as Beatrix, Brooke Bullock as Ziansi, and I'm Michael Cross as Blackjack. Our theme music was created by the cinemagician P.J. Castillo. Our incidental music comes from Jeffrey McBride. Our sound effects and additional music courtesy of Monument Studios, Sirenscape, Describe.com, and TabletopAudio.com. Dice for the Red Dirt D&D cast provided by SD Way Gaming. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and at RedDirtDnd.com. If you enjoy the new campaign of Red Dirt D&D, make sure to subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/RedDirtDnd at whatever giving level works best for you. Join us next time as we travel farther into the Ironwoods.
I step forward. I say, well, my name is Blackjack. These are my friends. And...
You killed my father.
Yeah.
Prepare to die!
Thank you.
Every time.
And we're going to move on to Johnny Payne as Twitch.
Yay. That's me.
And I'm gonna try to shoot him twice, but before I do, I'm going to say, Mudman, stop playing Breath of the Wild and get in here!
Okay. So the two of them will actually both move up to Beatrix and Billy.
No! Leave us
Just-
alone.
Does my weasel get a...
He's feet up in the air, so...
Achilles heel.
As it reaches up and shocks you for 18 points of lightning damage.
You're wearing all that metal.
Yeah, that's probably why you...
He gets tased.
Yeah.
Can I not dodge Billy out of the way too?
No, it's only works for you. As you kind of like...
mean, Billy's
maybe
on
you
my shoulder.
accidentally like... You forget Billy's there and you actually push him into the shot.
Rude!
Don't tase me, bro.
Twitch,
I
your
like
turn.
that the Mind Flayer's mini is lead. Is that a Raw Partha mini? Anybody know?
Looks like one.
Yeah.
I don't know where it
That
came
old
from.
school, good
Yeah.
stuff.
I found that at like a game store and I was like, ooh, I
Awesome.
wonder.
Yeah.
How do you want to kill both of them?
Oh, yeah.
One of them will just start shaking, and the other one just slaps into it, and they just to the ground.
As that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Welcome to the club, right?
It didn't help I did Conjure Volley at first.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. Good use of that.
I was like, oh, we're not in the room yet. Heck yeah, I don't have to worry about hitting anybody.
The Mind Flayer looks at all of you and says, "You won't defeat."
I just have one question for you, Mind Flayer, and your dying breath. Are you humanoid?
They are not.
Yes!
They are aberrations.
That's our Twitch right there.
Always
I don't
experimenting.
think I've ever thrown a humanoid at Twitch, except for at the very beginning.
Can I just check on these
Maybe,
sigils?
maybe an Arcana check.
Or Zianzi, is your
that's a
whip
nat
telling
one.
you anything?
Is your
Oh,
whip
no idea.
telling you, warning you of anything?
Oh, yeah, I do have a whip of warning. But
Which
I
we
think that's just
didn't-
for things approaching.
Yeah, which we totally didn't do for the dragon.
That is
Oh,
true.
yeah.
They wouldn't surprise.
Oh.
Oh no, that would we shouldn't have been surprised by that. You had a whip of warning.
You know, this might be the worst case of us not knowing the rules.
And I'm usually good on that.
Yeah.
And I gave him the whip of warning.
They know that a creature known as... I need to look up the name.
I wrote it down.
I could give you all you want. And all of a sudden you see in front of you Gideon. I can bring him back. Just trust me.
I'm good, thank you.
I can show you the world.
I'd rather just see my backyard.
You would rather leave behind what you've strived for in exchange for these people you've only known for so long?
Seems like it.
Jaska's always so polite.
That's a red will-o-wisp.
Okay.
23.
Which one is the red one? They are all great.
The sparkly one on the right.
And you see him go, "Ah, you're dead, little Tabaxi." Gonna blow a raspberry on him?
Little cat raspberry.